Adam, lovely to have you here today. So tell us a bit about what ESSNA's newly launched sustainability pledge, Lifting the Planet Through Sustainable Sports Nutrition, is about.
Thank you and good morning. ESSNA's Sustainability Pledge takes the form of 5 sets of aspirational objectives which members commit to act upon and respect. It's the first initiative of its kind, demonstrating the leadership position of ESSNA as a partner in the transition to a more sustainable food system. What has been really important to us in developing the pledge was to conceptualise sustainability from a holistic point of view. ESSNA members understand sustainability is not just purely about the environmental perspective. Sustainability also relates to social responsibility, reducing greenhouse gases, equally as important as sourcing ingredients in a transparent way. So the pledge captures a holistic understanding, and it outlines the commitments on sustainable and transparent and responsible product sourcing, improving animal welfare practices, contributing to the energy transition, leading the way on innovative and circular packaging, and establishing effective waste management practices.
That's great, very interesting. So what motivated ESSNA then to come up with its own sustainability pledge?
Okay, in essence, there are 3 main motivational drivers for the sustainability pledge. Firstly and foremost, it's a commitment so that ESSNA's members are at the front of the sustainability transition. Many members already have a solid sustainability strategy in practice, and the pledge is designed to provide a robust framework and incentive for our members to do even better. Secondly, it's responding to customer demand. In the past years, demands for more sustainable products has skyrocketed, and we've also seen this in the sports nutrition sector. The industry has responded to these demands, for instance, with the production of vegan product ranges or organic food production methods, and the sustainability pledge cements the industry's commitment to respond to consumers' demand, for example, by setting out pledges on sustainable sourcing of raw materials such as palm oil and investing in the rollout of plant-based products. And finally, adjusting to the new regulatory framework that we're seeing. Sustainability has moved to the top of the agenda for policymakers both in Europe and the UK. And in the past years, policymakers have started to adopt legislative design that involve businesses in this transition to a sustainable food system. Also, ESSNA members are directly and indirectly affected by new rules on sustainable sourcing, packaging reduction, energy efficiency, and more. So the commitments made in the Sustainability Pledge are therefore aligned with the forthcoming regulatory obligations.
That's certainly very interesting. So from a, let's say, commercial perspective, do you think that sustainability can also incentivize growth and innovation in the sector?
I think we can all agree investing in sustainability is going to be one of the key drivers for growth and innovation in our sector. And the numbers just prove the opportunity. For instance, the demand for plant-based proteins has been growing steadily, with alternative sources such as soya and BPP becoming more and more popular. The alternative market in proteins is predicted to be worth 17.9 billion by 2025. An interesting development more recently has been the growth of the insect industry. The European Food Safety Authority has recently authorised a range of insect novel foods, giving a boost to this market, which is set to be worth about 4 billion by 2027. And in parallel, scientists across the globe are working consistently to improve the taste, texture and functionality of ranges of vegan and vegetarian sports nutrition applications. We can see that the shift to sustainability is already incentivising growth. Many of the sports nutrition companies have launched their own plant-based product ranges, offering vegan and vegetarian alternatives. And from a packaging perspective, the sector is taking steps to remove and reduce plastic packaging and move to more sustainable alternatives such as paper.
That's really, really nice to hear that you really see this potential here. From a regulatory perspective, really, which policy changes are the industry bracing themselves for?
Yeah, in the years and months to come, we will expect a wave of new obligations, especially targeting packaging. In the UK, for example, the government has developed concrete measures to reduce the use of virgin plastic and increase recycle rates. And actually from the 1st of April onwards, the majority of business will have to pay a whopping £200 in tax on packaging containing less than 30% of recycled plastic content. And in Scotland, the government is in the last stages of implementing its deposit return scheme, obliging producers to take back plastic, aluminium and glass bottles. On the other side of the channel, the European Commission is currently working at laying out the groundwork for a comprehensive and new legislative package on sustainable food systems, which will set out a range of new obligations for food businesses along the entire supply chain. So the other key priorities include the need to increase recycling rates, reduce greenhouse gas emissions from industrial processes, and improve animal welfare.
And Adam, what would you say are the remaining challenges, and how can the industry address them?
Okay, I think that's a really good question. I think the remaining challenges that the industry faces, one of the big ones is going to be the issue of greenwashing and green claims, which relate to providing misleading information about sustainability of a company's products. Greenwashing misleads consumers and comes at the expense of those companies whose environmental credentials are sound. ESSNA is working to address this issue and will soon launch its work on reliable and robust guidelines around green claims. This is just one example of the work that ESSNA does, giving its members the tools to navigate a disruptive time and equip them with the knowledge to master the transition to sustainability.
Thank you very much, Adam. That's been very, very insightful to hear really what is ESSNA doing to lead the way for a sustainable transition. So really, thank you very much for your time, and we're looking forward to seeing all the actions that will come from ESSNA.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.